Hello, Meadowbrook Art students. This is Miss Jessup, and I want to give you the assignment that you're going to be working on after you finish your Imagine No Violence Safety for All poster. So from the bell work that we did yesterday of the 4 still lifes, 3 at the 2 at the top and the 1 down here in this bottom corner were by Cezanne. The other one was by Lichtenstein. And if you notice, they all have a particular style. What I'd like for you to do is to take one of those to choose to do an interpretation of. Interpretation means that you'll be doing a version of this, using it as an idea and following their style of drawing, but you're making it your own by doing it yourself and changing it just a little bit. So once you've picked out one of those, a version that you would like to work from for your still life, you may research one on your own. If you look up Cezanne or Lichtenstein, you may go ahead and do that. You will get a large piece of paper like this from me. It is a 12 by 18 piece of paper, and you're going to take that piece of paper and you are going to put your name on the back of it. On the front, you're going to do what's called the layout for your interpretation of either Cezanne or Lichtenstein still life. Now, a still life is basically just inanimate objects. It is what it sounds like. Still life, still objects. So it is very classic as far as a subject matter for artwork, and many famous artists have done still lifes. So once you've picked your still life to work from, you're going to do a layout. A layout means that you're going to make a quick sketch in pencil. And here is one from a student in one of my other classes. She's already done a layout. And if you notice, she's turned her paper vertical, and she's just doing a quick layout of where the objects are going to go. Working on what is called the center of interest, what's going to capture your eye first, and what's going to be in the background, what's going to be in the foreground, and just composing the entire sheet of paper so that you fill it up with the space with the objects, the still life objects, and your interpretation of the artist, either Cezanne or Lichtenstein. Now, if you choose to do Cezanne, the drawing is probably going to be either in graphite or colored pencil. If you choose Lichtenstein, when you look at the image from yesterday, you'll notice that it tends to be black and white with little bits of color, more like a comic book style. So that'll keep you, kind of give you an idea what kind of medium you want to use, whether you want to use marker, which would be more like Lichtenstein, or whether you want to use graphite and colored pencil, which would be more like Cezanne. So keeping that in mind, make sure that you get your paper. First, you do the layout. Look at which artists you're going to be working from and how they composed or put together the objects that you see on their still life. How did they put it together? And I will be available if you need some assistance and help to help you with the layout, but just very carefully, very lightly lay it out in pencil. And then the next video, I'll give you a little bit better idea how you'll proceed next.